new stipulation in the IRS-Trump settlement applies to past or existing audits, not future ones. President Trump endorses a candidate in a tight U.S. Senate primary in Texas. He's backing Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton over incumbent Republican John Cornyn, Vice President J.D. Vance.
We think Ken Paxton is going to be a great senator for the people of Texas, but most importantly, a great United States senator who can work on solving the problems that all of us confront as a country together.
An obituary for an old school beer.
Why settle for less? When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
That's a 1971 TV ad featuring happy people drinking what else? Schlitz beer. It's been around for 177 years, and though it was based in Milwaukee, it left a huge legacy in Chicago. Many taverns still have Schlitz logos on their buildings. Pabst Brewing Company is ceasing production due to dwindling demand for the once famous beer. There will be a farewell batch of the beer based on brewing logs from the first half of the 20th century. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
The Sandy Fire has burned almost 1,400 acres in Simi Valley, California. Tens of thousands of people under evacuation orders. Andrew Dowd with the Ventura County Fire Department.
Overnight cooling has led to the fire kind of dampening down. We anticipate increased fire behavior and increased winds.
This is CBS News.
This is your local station, WMBS. It's 3 after 6 and time for your C. Harper Honor Group High School Sports Night.
It's time for another C. Harper Honor Group High School Sports Day. Coverage of spring sports, including high school baseball and high school softball here on WMBS. Being brought to you by Little Ezel Ultra, Sandy Howe Notary Services, Gary's Auto Sales, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Zen's Construction Warehouse, M&R Transit, Bright Stripes Steel Coating and Line Striping, Applebee's, Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Target Safety Solutions, NovaCare Rehabilitation with offices in Uniontown and Masontown, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Watson Mundorf LLP, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, Uniontown Detailing, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, Fort of Uniontown, Stewart Collision, Casey Sports Cafe, Movement Physiotherapy, Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, Potter's Bar and Grill, Montgomery Medical, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, and by Mike Kelly, Toyota of Uniontown. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
From Pleasant Valley School here in McMurray, it's time for WPIAL High School Softball Playoff action, a 4A quarterfinal round game as the third-seeded Blackhawk Cougars take on the sixth-seeded Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Carl Childs behind the camera in our YouTube Live video feed. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream courtesy of Bright Stripe Steel Coating and Line Striping, M&R Transit, Attorney Vincent T-Berry, and Sandy Howe Notary Services. The winner here will take on either second-seeded Knock or seventh-seeded North Catholic in the semifinals on Thursday. And Tony, Laurel Highlands fresh off their first playoff win since 1999. And what a game it was, an explosion of 9 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning and a no-hitter from Peyton Senge a week ago Monday in their win over Freeport.
Well, and you're right, Brian. They came out with extremely hot bats in that first inning, scoring 9 runs. And the nice part about it was for the whole game, all of the runs that they had scored were all with 2 outs. And on the other side, defensively, they played a great defensive game. And also Peyton Senge with a no-hitter. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more than that and any of a better start for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
This Blackhawk team certainly solid. They lost in the WPIAL championship game last year to Hampton. And, Tony, they had a first-round bye. They haven't played a regulation game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I saw that, Brian, when I was preparing for the game. And the thing of it is, they're coming in actually losing their last 2 games, which is a little bit different. They've only lost 4 games by a total of 7 runs, and they've scored over 10 runs in 7 games so far this year. So they can put it together coming in as a team batting .369.
Pitching matchup, Peyton Senge, of course, on the mound for Laurel Highlands. She's been phenomenal, a 10-4 record. Blackhawk will counter with senior Kylie Pursuta, who's also been solid.
Yeah, Pursuta 14-2 on the year, and she's had an extremely good year as as well. Came in last year, was not the starting pitcher, was number 2, but worked her way in about mid-year and has been doing great ever since then.
Should be a lot of fun here tonight. Laurel Highlands looking to extend this historic run. The winner guaranteed at least 2 more games, not only in the semifinals, but at least a PIAA play-in game if they would lose in that semifinal round. And we'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Pat Livingston when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant, with all the organic crusts, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options, and new 15-inch big hoagies. Open Wednesday and Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in a Little East, 7 West South Street, across from the parking garage.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The Laurel Highlands softball boosters would like to thank the following businesses for their support this season: O.C. Cluss Lumber, Williams HVAC, Guthrie's Plumbing, Famous Supply, Chips Residential, Red's Mechanical, Board Bencheck and Associates, Highway Pizza, Cherokee Fur and Recycling, and Peck's Auto.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, Uniontown Lady Raiders, and all our local teams on their successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs and Uniontown Lady Raiders in the WPIAL playoffs. Best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
hi, come on in. How are you?
For personal, professional health care you can trust. See Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozak, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacey Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
Brian Rozak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. WPIAL High School softball quarterfinal round action. Laurel Highlands taking on Blackhawk at Peters Township. Being joined now by Laurel Highlands head coach Pat Livingston. And Pat, hard to believe it's been 8 days since your Mustangs were last in action. That 12-0 win over Freeport in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. The first Mustang playoff victory for high school softball since 1999.
Yeah, everything went, the way we wanted it to. Like you said, 8 days ago. It was a great start for the postseason. First one since 2013, and we showed everybody why we should be there. So our team's not backing down from anything. we're ready to play.
What a huge bottom of the first inning you had as well against Freeport. Really set the tone early.
Yeah, it was crazy that our first two batters, our two seniors, went 1-2, to get out. And then we just strung some hits together. There's a few errors in there. But we didn't quit. Anything went up the glove, we beat it out. And just one after another, just kept knocking them down.
And what have you been doing now in the last 8 days to kind of stay busy? You thought this game was going to be played on Thursday, now pushed back to today, so an 8-day gap from the first round of the playoffs now to the quarterfinals.
So we've been practicing a little bit, just working on some things, but Friday night we had a little scrimmage against Penn Trafford at their place on Friday to just give us some game action, so it was nice of them to get us down there. They're in the playoffs too, so it was nice to get us both a little bit of game action.
Talk about the matchup with Blackhawk. Of course, they've had a great regular season. They got the first round bye, seeded number 3.
Yep, like I said, we're looking forward to it. Like I said last time we talked, to be the best, we got to beat the best, and we're just looking to go to this game, as the underdog again. But we've been playing our game, playing as a team, error-free ball. So it's been awesome.
We talked about the layoff that your team has had, but Blackhawk has also gone 2 weeks without playing a game since they had the first round bye. Their last game was May 5th against North Catholic, so they've certainly had a lot of time off.
Okay, yeah, see, I didn't know that was the last time they played. I know they had that first round bye. I didn't know if they had any scrimmages in the middle there. I'm sure they did. I didn't know they had that long of a layoff.
Pat, appreciate your time. Best of luck against Blackhawk. We'll see you down at Peters Township.
Yep, thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Pat Livingston will set the batting lineup for the Mustangs and the defense for Blackhawk when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating. Also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Uniontown Applebee's is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands softball. Stop in after the games for late-night half-price select appetizers. Every night from 9 p.m. until close. Located at 102 Walmart Drive in Uniontown, Applebee's.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Looking to buy a home or refinance? Trust the experts at Three Rivers Mortgage Services, proudly serving Fayette and Westmoreland counties for over 25 years. For all your home loan needs, call Ron Conti today at 412-292-8507 for experience you can count on.
Attorneys Tripp Radcliffe and Bill Martin join with all Americans in mourning the loss of our military personnel who died while serving our country. Without the sacrifices of our veterans in the past, now, and in the future, we would not be a free nation. Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe encourage us to remember our veterans, not just on Memorial Day, but throughout the year for their contributions. Radcliffe Martin Law, a Best in Fayette winner for personal injury, making the law personal.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brian Morozak, Tony Hanula back here in McMurray. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the Blackhawk Cougars. WPIAL 4A quarterfinal round softball playoff action. The Mustangs to bat here first in the top half of the first inning. Here's Tony with our lineup.
All right, Brian, thank you much for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs today. Their leadoff batter will be the shortstop, Kaylee Howe. Batting second, center fielder Harley Durda. Batting third will be the pitcher, Peyton Senge. In the cleanup spot, third baseman, Emmy Cavalier. Batting fifth will be left fielder Peyton Rambo. In the sixth spot, first baseman Chloe Kameko. Batting seventh will be catcher Liv McClelland. Batting eighth, second baseman Aubrey Spielman. And batting ninth will be right fielder Gianna Miller.
How about the defense for Blackhawk?
Defensively for Blackhawk, and we'll go left field to right field. In left field, I forgot to write that down. It's actually Morgan Alexander. In center field will be Addie Raymer. In right field will be Ava Elish. On third base, Chloe Frenetti. Shortstop will be Bryn Highsong. Second base will be Eva Paris. First base will be Laura Selleck. Behind the plate will be Hannah Nolte. And on the mound will be Kylie Pursuto, coming in 12-2 on the year, a .263 ERA, 124 strikeouts, and 38 bases on balls.
First pitch on the way next. Laurel Highlands taking on Blackhawk. WPIAL 4A quarterfinal round action from McMurray here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Why move? Grow into the home you love and transform your space with First Federal of Greene County. They offer home equity loans, home equity lines of credit, and FHA Title I home improvement loans, all to keep your roots planted where you want to be. Visit a loan officer today or lock in your rate before the market heats up and apply online anytime at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Brian Morozak, Tony Anola back here in McMurray. Blackhawk finishing up their infield warm-up. We're just a couple of minutes away from starting this game. Tony, we actually had a lightning delay before the Baldwin-West Allegheny game that was played on this field earlier, thus pushing the start time of that game back 20 or 25 minutes, and that's why we're delayed a little bit for this contest.
Yeah, and I tell you, pretty much most of the area had gotten rain this afternoon, but didn't think they were going to get any down here, but the lightning just caused a little bit of a delay, but we're going to be ready to go here real shortly.
This Blackhawk team certainly much more playoff experience than Laurel Highlands over the last couple of years. The Mustangs in the postseason for the first time since 2013. Their first-round win over Freeport, their first playoff victory since 1999. Blackhawk, on the other hand, we mentioned in the WPIAL championship game last year, losing to Hampton. Their head coach, Jim Riggio, has been the athletic director at Blackhawk since 2023. Head coach since 2017, has played in 14 playoff games, 6-8 playoff record. They won the section this year and had playoff appearances in 2018, 2021, 2022, 24, 25, and 26, and also made the state playoffs last year as well. So they've been around the block, Tony.
Well, they have been around the block, and oddly enough, Brian, this was their first section title since 2014, and they actually picked up their first PIAA state playoff win last year when they beat Bellefonte in the first round 9-3. So you're right, they do have a lot of experience compared to this Mustangs team who hadn't seen the playoffs for quite a while. So it should be an interesting game. I think really two pretty evenly matched teams. Laurel Highlands comes in batting 300 as a team, while you have Blackhawk at 369. So we might see some runs here today.
It's one of 4 4A quarterfinal round games being played. Actually, the other 3 played earlier on this afternoon. At last check, Uniontown was down 8-2 to Hampton. Second-seeded Knock was taking on 7th-seeded North Catholic. That game was being played at North Allegheny. Derry taking on Elizabeth Ford at Gateway. We'll try to pass along final scores as soon as they come in on all 3 of those games that were played this afternoon as well. And we saw Baldwin shock West Allegheny here earlier in a 5A game at McMurray's Pleasant Valley Elementary School.
Well, yeah, and I'll tell you what, that Baldwin team looked pretty good. I mean, they had a bunch of hitters on that team. They did a nice job. They like to steal bases, and they picked up a big win. And, you know, you go back, Brian, you said that the winner plays Knock or North Catholic. Oddly enough, this Blackhawk team only lost 4 games all year, and 2 of those games were to North Catholic. And as we said, only lost 4 games by a total of 7 runs. So they keep everything close, and they can put it together. Came in averaging 10 runs a game. So we'll see what happens today. Senj and the Mustangs better be ready to play here today.
We'll take one final break and be back with the first pitch right after this. Laurel Highlands and Blackhawk, WPIAL, for a quarterfinal round softball playoffs here on WMBS.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Looking to buy a home or refinance? Trust the experts at Three Rivers Mortgage Services, proudly serving Fayette and Westmoreland counties for over 25 years. For all your home loan needs, call Ron Conti today at 412-292-8507 for experience you can count on.
Brian Morozek, Tony Hanola back here in McMurray, just about set to go. The Blackhawk Cougars taking on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We did get finals in 2 of the 3 quarterfinal round games in 4A that were played earlier. Hampton a 9-2 win over Uniontown. Hampton will take on Elizabeth Forward, who knocked off Derry by a score of 8-4 at Gateway. Still don't have a final score on the North Catholic Knock game that was played at North Allegheny High School. Again, the winner of this game will take on either Knock or North Catholic coming up in the semifinal round, which is scheduled for Thursday. The WPIAL championship game will be played at Penn West, California next week, Tony, after Memorial Day.
Well, yeah, and it's been a long layoff. As you said, this game was originally scheduled for Thursday last week. Couldn't be played because not enough umpires, which is an interesting situation. So actually had to move it to Tuesday. And as you mentioned in the pregame, Blackhawk hasn't played a game for 2 weeks. So really a long time for them not to get any action, but I'm sure they had a couple scrimmages in between.
Blackhawk with the green shirts and pants, yellow numbers, white trim. Their dugout off to our left on the far side of the field. The Mustangs with the white pinstripes with red numbers and blue trim. The Mustangs seated 6th, Blackhawks seated 3rd. Laurel Highlands will bat first here in the top half of the first inning.
Well, yeah, and we'd like to see a 9 spot be put back up here again, but
wishful thinking might be a little bit tougher here against 3rd seeded Blackhawk here tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit tougher is right, so we'll see.
Record. Hampton and North Catholic tied for 2nd place. Tony mentioned North Catholic actually swept Blackhawk during the regular season. Beaver was the 4th place team out of that section. They lost in the first round of the playoffs. And the Mustangs in second place in their section behind Elizabeth Forward, who went 12-0. West Mifflin and Uniontown tied for third. Both of those teams eliminated from playoff contention. The Red Raiders losing to Hampton earlier on today. In the other section, Knock was the top seed. Indiana, of course, lost to Uniontown in the first round. Derry, third place out of that conference. And Freeport, who lost to Laurel Highlands in the first round, the fourth seeded team in that conference, actually tied with Greensburg-Salem. Both teams got in and both teams lost in the first round of the playoffs. Teams going over the ground rules right now. Tony, we were talking earlier, a lot of lines on this field. This is one of those fields that can be used for football, it can be used for lacrosse, it can be used for multiple things. We've seen that down at Greater Latrobe in the past, and certainly the case here in McMurray. And sometimes those lines can complicate things.
Well, yeah, and it's pretty busy out there. There's no doubt about it. You better just watch for the white lines here. And kind of interesting, too, I was sitting here thinking, like, if you're playing soccer on this field with that fake dirt as the infield, it'd be a little bit interesting if you were doing it. But, yeah, we're trying to look. I was trying to find the dimensions out there in the outfield, but couldn't see anything. So, but, yeah, beautiful complex, though, and a pretty good crowd here for this game. And there was a great crowd here also for that West Allegheny-Baldwin game.
And we've seen that from time to time as well when Laurel Highlands has taken on Greater Latrobe. Actually done some playoff games out of that field as well, which is probably the closest to this complex in a field that I've been to, Tony, around the WPIAL for either baseball or softball.
Right. So, and again, another nice complex, too. And like I said, here, you're going to get true bounces off of this, especially with the turf and everything. So Laurel Highlands should be ready to go, and I'm sure Blackhawk will be, too. But fielding will be extremely important here today because you really don't want to boot any errors and make anything happen here. I got a feeling it's going to be a tight game, but I think we're going to see a lot of activity.
Game time temperature around 82 degrees. It was warm around the area earlier on today. Temperatures reaching 90. Some of those showers that moved through the area certainly cooled things off, and we do have a little bit of a swirling breeze here as well. Don't really see a flag out here, though, Tony, to really gauge it right now.
No. Well, actually, if you look straight out on the right side here by the out by the scoreboard, it's not moving at all, oddly enough.
Yes, I do see it all the way back there.
Yeah.
We can feel it, though, from our location a little bit.
We can.
But not too bad, as finishing up her last couple of warm-up tosses, Kylie Prasuta. Prasuta, we talk all the time about Senge's strikeouts to walks ratio, 157 in the strikeout department, 13 in the walks department. Prasuta has struck out 88 so far this year and walked 38. Still a pretty good ratio, but certainly Senge's been more dominant on the mound for Laurel Highlands than Prasuta has been for Blackhawk.
Well, yeah, and the thing of it is with Senge, she's going to make you earn your spot at first base. She's not going to issue too many free passes. We saw, oddly enough, that she had two of them, excuse me, in the fifth inning of the last game. And if that wouldn't have happened, she would have had a perfect game in that 5-inning contest against Freeport. But it's one of those things, she's going to make you earn your spot at first base. So she keeps the ball down and gets a lot of ground ball outs as well.
The two Mustang seniors lead things off, Kayla Howell and Harley Durda. They'll be followed by Peyton Senge here in the top half of the first inning. And remember, if you go back a week ago Monday to that Mustangs win over Freeport, the Mustangs scoring 9 runs in the bottom of the first, thus being the home team in that contest. And they did everything there, Tony, with 2 outs in the inning.
Exactly. And that was the surprising thing, Brian, whenever you score 9 runs with 2 outs in that first inning, and really it just set the tone for the whole game. And you can just tell the confidence that was built off of that first inning, and hopefully it can happen here today.
So Kayla Howell stepping in here for Laurel Highlands, batting from the left side, the senior shortstop, batting .377 with a homer and 6 RBIs so far this season for Laurel Highlands. Again on the mound, Kylie Prasuta for the Blackhawk Cougars in the circle at her first toss. Misses outside for ball 1.
And Howell's the player on this Mustang team that likes to drop bunts down, kind of drag a little bit. So she kind of gave a little indication there on the first pitch.
1-0 on the way, and Howell a swinging strike to even up the count at 1-1. She likes to kind of step into those, Tony, try to get a step or two lead down the first base line.
Exactly. She's got great speed as well.
Pursuita's 1-1 now to Howell. That pitch is low. Takes the count now to 2-1. And Howell and Durda have been so instrumental in the Mustangs' success and have to be happy for the two seniors to finally see the postseason this year after really helping build this program. 2-1, called strike. We'll even up the count now at 2-2.
Yeah, I think she was just a little bit indecisive about that pitch. Didn't know whether to swing or not. But now evened up the count at 2-2. And as you said too, Brian, only 2 seniors on this Mustang team, and that'd be Durda and Howell.
Now the 2-2 from Prasuta to Howe, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. So down goes Kayla Howe. The Mustangs with 1 out here in the top half of the first inning.
Well, and yeah, she just, again, gave that little running swing, tried to put something in play, but unable to do it. So Blackhawk picks up the first out, and Harley Durda coming to the plate now.
Durda batting .273, 2 homers and 12 RBIs for the senior center fielder for the Mustangs. She'll bat right-handed against Prasuta, who's also a right-handed pitcher. First toss to Durda was a little low, but Harley went a chasing, swing and a miss, and the count at 0-1.
Yeah, that might just be a little playoff nerves here, too. Everybody knows it's a big game, and especially for Laurel Highlands, who hasn't been here for so long.
And amped up here for the quarterfinal round. Next pitch on the way, and that was a little riser. And again, Durda chasing, and the count moves to 0-2. Jacob Davey calling the balls and strikes. Ken Thomas, your umpire at first, and David Gatling, the third base umpire today here in McMurray. 0-2 pitch on the way. Durda fouls it off to stay alive, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, lucky to get a little piece of that. Just kind of took a half swing there, but able to foul it off and stay alive with an 0-2 count.
And just underway, top half of the first inning, Laurel Highlands and Blackhawk scoreless. Brian Morozak with Tony Hanoa, Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Bill Madden, our producer tonight as well. 0-2 again, swing and a miss, strike 3, and 2 strikeouts to start this game for Blackhawks' Kylie Prasuta.
Yeah, and Prasuta just throwing strikes, mowing the first 2 batters down without a problem. So now that's going to bring up Peyton Senge. Senge's the pitcher today, batting .386 on the year, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs. And we said only a sophomore, too.
And she's set to go, and certainly has been powerful, as Tony said, at the plate this season. It fouls off the first pitch in our direction. We'll take the count to 0-1. I'm sure Senge is certainly going to be locked in, Tony, on the other side with all the success she's had on the mound this season as well for Laurel Highlands.
And it's kind of interesting, too. I remember reading the article that was written in the Herald Standard about her. She said she'd rather play the field, but I can tell you this much. She's making a name for herself on the mound for this Mustang team.
Prasuta's 0-1 here to Senge. That's a line drive through, getting past the outstretched glove of Bryn Highsong. And Senge with a 2-out single for the Mustangs here in the top half of the first inning.
Well, can lightning strike twice? Can we get another 9-run inning after 2 outs?
We will see, Tony.
Yes, we will. It's going to bring up Emmy Cavalier, the cleanup batter, hitting .310 on the year, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. So the Mustangs trying to manufacture some more runs with 2 outs.
She's a junior and certainly has had a lot of success this season as well for the Mustangs. So Cavalier stepping in. Senge on first. First toss to Cavalier, high for ball 1.
Yeah, Hannah Nolte thought that Senge may be taking off on that pitch. She shot out of that box pretty quickly.
See how aggressive Senge gets, trying to move into scoring position here with 2 outs in the top of the first. That pitch off the plate as well from Prasuta to Cavalier to take the count now to 2-0. 2 outs, top of the first inning. This game scoreless. Senge on first for Laurel Highlands. And now the 2-0 toss on the way. Cavalier taking, pitching there for a strike to take the count to 2-1.
Yeah, it must have been some kind of breaking pitch. It looked like Cavalier kind of flinched there a little bit, thinking it was going to be inside, and looked to our vantage point like it might have caught the outside corner.
Prasuta now with the 2-1 to Cavalier. Low and in the dirt. Good block there from Hannah Nolte, the catcher. The count now moves to 3-1. We mentioned Jacob Davey calling the balls and strikes. He told us he actually works down at Duquesne. So he also refs a lot of WPIAL basketball games as well.
Yeah, said he recognized you from a couple basketball games on the call.
3-1 on the way, and a swing and a miss there from Cavalier. The ball actually went off the mask of Hannah Nolte.
And Nolte looks a little dazed off of that. I don't know. Kind of stunned there a little bit. Going to have the trainer come out and check her out.
Yeah, that caught her pretty good, Tony.
Yes, it did. She instantly looked like she was a little dazed there for sure.
You have to stay alive, especially when you're close to the field. Even down in our broadcast location during the Baldwin West Allegheny game, we got a couple of balls hit down here, and of course the catcher certainly one of the more dangerous positions. But right now Nolte with a smile on her face, good to see. It looks like she will pass the concussion protocol and be able to stay in the game here for Blackhawk. But again, on the reset, the count now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Senj on first, top of the first inning. This game still scoreless.
Now obviously Senj taking off on the pitch.
Now the 3-2 on the way. This ball fouled in our direction, and it will be caught as moving over Eva Paris to make the catch right in front of Carl for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Mustangs come up empty here in the top half of the first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first with Blackhawk coming to bat here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paint, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here in McMurray with the Blackhawk Cougars coming to bat. Here's Tony with their lineup.
All right, for the Blackhawk Cougars, leading off will be second baseman Eva Paris. Batting second, shortstop Bryn Hysong. Batting in the third spot will be center fielder Addie Raymer. Batting cleanup, first baseman Laura Selig. Batting fifth will be right fielder Ava Elich. Batting sixth is the pitcher Kylie Pursuta. Batting seventh, left fielder Morgan Alexander. Batting eighth, third baseman Chloe Frenetti. And batting ninth will be the catcher Hannah Nolte.
So go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, Brian, I was just going to set the defense for Laurel Highlands real quick. Left to right field, Peyton Rambo in left, Harley Durda in center, Gianna Miller in right. We'll go with this pitch first.
First pitch in there for a strike to Eva Paris, the junior second baseman, coming in with a .455 average.
Around the horn on the infield for the Mustangs, Emmy Cavalier at third, Kayla Howes at short, second base Aubrey Spielman, first base Chloe Kameko, behind the dish Liv McClellan, and as we said, Peyton Senj on the mound today for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
That pitch inside to even up the count at 1-1. Again, it's Paris, Hysong, and Raymer for Blackhawk here in the bottom of the first. And Paris now facing a 1-1 count against Peyton Senj.
And some pretty big numbers for these first three hitters as well, Brian. You've got Paris at .455 average, Hysong batting .583, and then Raymer at .354, so you got some power at the top of this lineup.
The 1-1 from Senj missed high to take the count now to 2-1. Senj now ready with a 2-1 toss. A little riser fouled off here on the near side to take the count to 2-2. We mentioned Senj coming in, 10-4 record, 0.82 ERA at 85 innings. Gave up 49 hits, 24 runs, only 10 of them earned, struck out 157 and walked just 13 so far this season.
Yeah, that 13 that mesmerizes me. I'll tell you what, you can't get any more efficient.
2-2 on the way, just missed a low and outside to move the count full now to 3-2. Paris, the leadoff batter for Blackhawk, and a scoreless game here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now let's see if Senj can step up. Do not issue that 14th walk, that's for sure.
Now the 3-2 swing and a miss, strike three. Another riser there from Senj, striking out Paris for strikeout number 158 on the season, Tony.
Yeah, and a beautiful pitch. And again, you're right, that rising pitch just looked like it was about waist high, and then all of a sudden just kept climbing, and Paris just couldn't catch up to it.
Now Bryn Hysong coming to the plate. The lefty, as you said, Tony, batting .583. Just put those numbers into perspective here for high school softball. Batting from the left side with plenty of speed and a swinging strike on the first pitch there from Peyton Senj.
Yeah, her numbers are just unbelievable. No home runs, 19 RBIs on the year. But to bat .583, and the best part was, Brian, last year she batted .559.
0-1 on the way, another swing and a miss, and Senj has Hysong at least fooled here early on.
So .559 your sophomore year, .583 your junior year. Let's see, what do you think? 600
Should go over 600 next year.
Yeah, exactly.
She's behind 0-2 here, and the 0-2 toss is high. We'll throw away pitch there from Payton to take the count now to 1-2. And later on tonight on WMBS, we'll have election coverage. Busy night, Tony. Will probably start as soon as I get back into town. I'll be with Russ Rhodes and Bill Madden tonight for that. 1-2 on the way, and this one nubbed and off the glove of Emmy Cavalier over at third. And getting all the way down to second there was Hysong.
Ooh, that's a tough play right there. Thought that Cavalier was going to make the catch, but it just kind of went overhead, perfectly placed. What do you think, Bri?
Yo, either way there, Tony. I'll leave it up to you.
I tell you what, I think it was a tough play to make. I'm going to have to give her a base hit.
Okay.
And able to get to second base as the ball rode away. Yeah, it would have been a tough play for Cavalier to make, especially since she was cheating in, as Hysong kept showing the slap hit or the bunt, whatever you want to call it.
Addie Raymer now at the plate, batting .354. She's homered 4 times so far this season with 23 RBIs and swings and misses there at the first pitch from Senj, who brought the heat.
Raymer headed to Penn State Beaver to play softball. Then you got Pursuta, who's going to Geneva College.
Good to see both of those girls continuing their softball careers at the next level. Senj is 0-1 now to Raymer. That one just missed.
That was a great pitch right there. And you had McClellan tried to frame it behind the dish there, but the umpire didn't go for it. But a beautiful pitch there by Senj.
Evens up the count now, 1-1. Painting a long look in here to Liv McClellan now showing bunt, laying it down, but Senj makes the play to retire Raymer 1-3. Advancing down to third is Hysong on the sacrifice.
Yeah, Hysong able to go there easily. Good bunt right there by Raymer to sacrifice herself. And now you're going to have Laura Selick come up. Selick, 5 home runs on the year to go, along with 14 RBIs and a .349 batting average.
Coming to bat with Hysong down at third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. This game still scoreless, and a swing and a miss from Selick on the first pitch there from Senj.
Yet again, McClellan taking a look down at third base, making sure Hysong didn't get too big of a lead. Although I'm not so sure I'd throw it down to third to try to pick her off.
Now the 0-1 toss, swing and a miss, another riser from Senj. Takes the count to 0-2 as the Mustangs try to get out of this bottom of the first inning with no damage being done.
Well, this would be a huge out right here if the Mustangs can get it. At least give a little confidence stranding a runner at third base in this first inning.
And now the 0-2 from Senj kind of lost that one as it rolled into Liv McClellan. Did a nice job to block it and not allow any steal attempt there from Raymer, or excuse me, from Hysong to potentially come home.
Well, that was a beautiful job. She dropped to her knees to make sure she kept it in front of her and did a really nice job to just do that. Hysong could not advance.
Now the 1-2 toss on the way. Another riser, swing and a miss, strike 3 as Senj and the Mustangs get out of the inning. And Blackhawk stranding. Bryn Hysong go to the top of the second. Scoreless Blackhawk and Laurel Highlands. CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
This
states.
is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-27 2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Peyton Rambo taking ball one inside against Kylie Pursuta. Now Pursuta back in the circle as we start this top of the second inning. Still scoreless. Laurel Highlands and Blackhawk, and a swing and a miss there from Rambo, the junior left fielder, coming into the game with a .267 average, 2 homers and 4 RBIs.
And she's been solid in left field for the Mustangs this year. Done a very good job defensively.
1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss there from Payton to take the count now to 1-2. It's Rambo, Camaco, and McClellan for Laurel Highlands. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 here in the top of the second inning.
Well, both teams stranding a runner in that first inning.
Rambo behind 1-2. Pitch low there from Pursuta to even up the count now at 2-2. And winner advances to the semifinals. Take on either Knock or North Catholic coming up on Thursday. Sight and time to be determined.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get that score for you before too long.
2-2 on the way. Rambo stays alive, fouling it off. So the count remains 2-2.
See if we can find something here for you, Brian.
Let's say hello to our buddy Brian Ponzoric checking in on our live stream tonight as well. You know it's a big game when Pons is watching, Tony.
Yes, it is.
Now the 2-2, Pursuta to Rambo's. Pursuta taking her time here. Long look into Nolte. Toss on the way, high and inside, and we'll go full now, 3-2.
And we said Pursuta with 38 walks on the year. A little bit different than Senge, so the Mustangs actually got to be pretty mindful up at the plate. Don't swing at anything bad.
Now the payoff pitch, 3-2 on the way, is inside for ball 4. The Mustangs with a leadoff walk to start this top half of the second inning, Tony.
Well, and it's a good start for the Mustangs right there to get the leadoff batter on. So Peyton Rambo at first base on the first walk of the game. And that's going to bring up Kameko, and as you said, 367 hitter. 1 home run, 12 RBIs on the year. Only the sophomore.
And Kamako's done a nice job as well, Tony, throughout the course of the season for the Mustangs. Stepping in here with nobody out. Scoreless game. Rambo on first, top half of the second inning. First toss to Kamako is low for ball 1.
And good eye right there. As we said, don't just get up there. I know everybody's anxious. Everybody wants to do things, but just take your time.
Especially here in a quarterfinal round playoff game, easy to be juiced up. As that pitch a little low to Chloe. The count now moves to 2-0. Mustangs hanging here early on. Laurel Highlands entering the game as the number 6 seed. Blackhawk seeded 3rd. Cougars had a first round bye. Laurel Highlands knocked off Freeport. That went off the inside of Kamako's bat, going right to the shortstop Bryn Heisog, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And of course, nowhere for Rambo to go. She remains on first.
Okay, Brian, I found it. North Catholic beat Knock 13-10.
Wow, that's an upset.
Yeah. So you've got 3 out of the 4 teams set for the semifinals, and whoever wins this game is going to join those other 3.
Now at the plate, Liv McClelland. First pitch fouled off, and the count at 0-1. So the winner of this game will take on North Catholic. You mentioned, Tony, North Catholic knocked off Blackhawk twice during the course of the regular season, even though they finished below them in the conference standings. The Trojans 9-3, the Cougars 10-2, and another one fouled off there by McClellan as she falls behind 0-2 here in the count.
And Rambo running on the pitch, but fouled back and has to go back. The Mustangs, not bad this year, 41 for 49, stealing bases. So show some speed on the base paths and actually pick up some extra bases throughout the year.
And Rambo has good speed as well on the Laurel Highlands side. 0-2 pitch staying alive. McClellan fouling it off. And the sophomores had some big spots so far this season, Tony. 9 RBIs, batting .333. And always has that tough position, catching, being right behind the dish.
Oh, yeah.
Not an easy spot there for McClelland. Count remaining 0-2. Pursuita's 0-2 toss, and this ball popped up in the infield, again going in Hysong's direction, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So back-to-back F6s in your books, Tony?
Yes, sir.
And 2 outs here in the top of the second with Aubrey Spielman coming to the plate. The second baseman batting .233, a homer and 8 RBIs.
And coming up in a big spot here, although Rambo only on first base, not really in scoring position unless Spielman can lace something in one of the gaps here. But still just to keep the inning alive.
And again, they do have lights at this facility as well. We started this game about 25 after 6. So when it gets dark, this game, of course, can continue on. Runner going, and Rambo sliding into second safely.
Yeah, and a good job there by Rambo. Had a great jump and showed great speed. So Rambo now in scoring position. So as we said, now I guess it is an extremely important at bat here if the Mustangs can generate a run here in the top of the second inning.
Count 1-0 as that first pitch missed to Aubrey Spielman. Spielman now digging back in. 1-0 on the way, fouled off by Aubrey to take the count now to 1-1.
Yeah, Pursuita trying to get out of a jam here. Stranded a runner in the first inning. Now trying to do the same thing.
Spielman digging back in. 1-1 pitch from Pursuita. A little high to take the count now to 2-1. Pat Livingston, the Mustangs head coach, what a job he's done so far this season. Again, Tony, getting the Mustangs their first playoff win since 1999 in the postseason for the first time since 2013. 2-1 pitch here. Swing and a miss from Spielman, even things up at 2-2.
It maybe chased a little bit of a high pitch right there. But still a strike to go.
Again, working with 2 outs. In this top of the second inning, game still scoreless. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. So the Mustangs strand Rambo. Will go to the bottom of the second. Scoreless, Blackhawk and Laurel Highlands, the Arparada Group High School Sports Day.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Freshman Ava Elich leading off this bottom of the second inning for Blackhawk, taking ball 1 low and inside against Peyton Senge. It's Elich, Pursuita, and Alexander for Blackhawk here in the bottom of the second inning with this game scoreless as Senge misses high on the 1-0 to take the count out to 2-0, Tony.
2-0 against the freshman who had a great freshman year at .441 average. A home run and 14 RBIs, so good start to her high school career.
Has the bright pink gloves and the pink bat and takes the 2-0 pitch for a strike as the count moves to 2-1.
And Senge, she may get behind in a few counts, but she has the capability to come back on any hitter. She does a really nice job.
She's done that a lot throughout the course of the season for the Mustangs this year. Missed there on the 2-1 to take the count to 3-1. Of course, Senge with the no-hitter against Freeport in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, and nearly a perfect game. She had a perfect game going into the 5th inning until she issued 2 walks.
Count out 3-1 here against the freshman Elich. Toss on the way, swing and a miss, and we go 4-3-2. And again, you see Senge working her way back into a count there, Tony.
Looking to pick up her third strikeout of the game so far, 2 in that first inning.
Now the 3-2 on the way. On the way, and that one high and inside for ball 4. So a rare walk issued by Peyton Senge. Just the 14th walk she's issued in 16 games pitched so far this season. It's less than 1 walk a game.
Now a similar start right here to the to the second inning for Laurel Highlands. The first batter being walked. And now that's going to bring up Pursuta batting .325 on the year. 1 home run, 12 RBIs.
She took the first pitch for strike 1 from Peyton Senge. Appreciate the folks here at Peters Township bringing us over some water here, Tony, on a hot night.
Yeah, it's a warm one.
Yes, it is. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And just like that, Pursuta, as you said, Tony, came into the game with a .325 average, a homer, and 12 RBIs behind on this count, 0-2.
Yeah, and it looked like the rise pitch as well. It kind of climbed up on Pursuta there, so now 0-2, and Senge looking to pick up the first out.
And she does, getting a swing and the miss there from Pursuta for the first out of the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Senge, who now has an even 160 strikeouts on the season, Tony. And we have 1 out here in this bottom of the second inning with Morgan Alexander coming to the plate. Again, Ava Elich, the freshman, on first here for the Cougars in a scoreless game. Showing bunt, pulling back. There was Alexander. Pitch missed low for ball 1. Alexander, the senior left fielder, came into the game with a .326 average. No homers and 5 RBIs.
And both of these teams extremely young, Brian. As we said, only 2 seniors on the Laurel Highlands team. Only 3 on the Blackhawk team.
Once again, Alexander showing bunt. And the pitch went right past her, called strike to take the count even to 1-1.
Yeah, you've got, Pursuta, Addie Raymer, and Morgan Alexander as the 3 seniors on Blackhawk.
1-1, and this ball bunted foul down the first base line. Take the count now to 1-2. Chloe Frenetti up next for Blackhawk.
Now you have Cavalier cheating in there a little bit at third base, looking for the bunt.
1-2 toss, fouled off on a line drive there from Alexander as the count remains 1-2. And Jacob Davey calling the balls and strikes. Ken Thomas and David Gatling on the bases this afternoon. Next pitch, fouled off.
I think it's going to get out of play.
Over the fence, and the Mustangs no play on that one defensively. Yeah, the winner will take on North Catholic, the 7th seed, upsetting second-seeded Knock earlier on today. Hampton and Elizabeth Forward will meet in the other semifinal round game coming up on Thursday. 1-2 pitch, missed there from Senge to even things up at 2-2 here to Morgan Alexander.
That almost looked like that ball kind of slipped out of Senge's hand as she went into the delivery.
Might be the hottest game either of these two schools have played in this year, Tony. 2-2 inside, count now full of 3-2. Probably haven't had much sweat on the hands so far this season.
Well, I can tell you it's the hottest game we've done so far, that's for sure.
As we get into middle May. 3-2 now. This one fouled off as Alexander stays alive again. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. This game still scoreless. Second-seeded, check that, third-seeded Blackhawk and 6th-seeded Laurel Highlands.
Senge looking for a big pitch right here. You surely don't want to walk your second batter in the inning and give Blackhawk any type of momentum.
Now Senge long looking. 3-2 is low and inside for ball 4. So a rare inning where Senge has issued 2 walks. Actually happened in the 5th, I believe, Tony, against Freeport.
Yes, it did.
With no damage being done in that situation. But here, Blackhawk, with now runners on first and second, 1 out. And Chloe Frenetti coming to the plate, the sophomore batting .294 with no homers and 9 RBIs, playing third base here tonight against Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, he had McClellan go out to try to settle down Senge just a little bit, just to kind of get her right back into the game. And as you said, extremely unusual for her to walk 2 players in a game. But we saw it against Freeport, but hopefully this will do it.
Senge long look in to the catcher, Liv McClelland. And the first pitch there to Franiti, missing for ball one.
I think he might have called that a strike, Brian. But they put it up as a ball. I thought he raised his hand for a strike.
Next delivery on the way, laying down the bunt there for Franiti. Tough play. McClellan makes the throw over to Kamako, and the throw was high. Pulled her off the bag and safe at first there for Franiti.
That was a tough play as well, but I hate to say it. I think we're going to have to E5 that one, Brian. That throw
would be E2 though, because it was actually from McClellan.
Oh, McClellan. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought Cavalier came in and made the throw.
Yeah, so E2 with McClellan making the throw.
Yeah, I couldn't see through the fence here, but I thought.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Cavalier who made the throw. But okay, now the base is loaded. 2 outs. You got the number 9 hitter up, Hannah Nolte.
Just 1 out, Tony.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Pursuit of the only out of the inning, struck out. Mustangs bringing the whole infield in here for a little discussion, and probably the most adversity they probably faced, Tony, since the first game they had this year with Oakland Catholic.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I mean, they lost the second game that they had played to Oakland Catholic. Actually got 10 run. They have won 7 of their last 8 games. They've been on kind of a tear after that. It's kind of interesting. I was looking at the schedule before the game today. There was a stretch, Brian, where they only won 2 games out of 6 in a little stretch there. And then next thing you know, they've won 7 of their last 8. So trying to kind of change the tides here right now. Only 1 out and bases loaded. So you had Coach Livingston come out and probably try to set the defense a little bit.
Yeah, certainly a different environment here against a playoff-tested team like Blackhawk here in this quarterfinal round playoff game. Hannah Nolte now at the plate. Bases loaded, game still scoreless as Nolte takes the first pitch for strike 1 from Peyton Senge. And these are situations Senge has excelled in this season when she has faced some adversity, coming through with big strikeouts when the Mustangs need them.
Yeah, she is definitely a cool customer, and we'd like to see that happen here now.
The 0-1 now to Nolte. Nolte fouls it off, and just like that, the count 0-2.
Nolte in the 9 spot batting .333. So pretty good end of the order hitter there to go up to Eva Paris batting first at .445.
Well, Tony, the lowest average among the starting 9 is .294.
Yeah. As we said, .369 as a team.
Swing and a miss, and Nolte goes down. What a huge strikeout for Senge to pick up the second out of this bottom of the second inning, her 4th strikeout of the evening.
And we'd like to see her pick up another one. She got Ava Paris in the first inning, but really needs to get one here.
And
or
Paris,
at least a ground ball that can be fielded in the infield.
Paris coming into the game a .455 average, takes the first pitch for a strike from Senge as the count goes to 0-1.
Senge just trying to regroup out there, and you can see her has the confidence and just trying to focus and get out of this inning.
Both dugouts talking it up. 0-1 misses low to even up the count at 1-1. Of course, nowhere to put Paris either, Tony, with the bases loaded. 2 walks and an error here in the bottom of the second inning, but no runs across yet for Blackhawk.
And as we said, Paris a .455 hitter, so no slouch at the plate in the leadoff spot for the Cougars.
Count 1-1 here to Eva Paris. Swing and a miss. Another riser from Senge. Takes the count now to 1-2.
Big pitch here.
Yep. Paris trying to come alive here for Blackhawk. Senge looking for a 3rd strikeout of the inning and looking for back-to-back strikeouts as well. 1-2 pitch on the way, staying alive. Fouling it off there is Paris as the count remains 1-2.
Yeah, you don't want to see Hisong get the bat in this inning with the .583 average in the number 2 spot. So really want to get Paris here and this inning and not give up any runs.
Dangerous spot, bases loaded. Top of the order up here for Blackhawk and Eva Paris. Count 1-2. Senge long looking to Liv McClellan, now set to go. Senge's 1-2 toss, and this ball hit hard on the ground and through into center field. At least one will score here. Durda's relay coming home, not in time. Throw back down to 3rd, but it will be a 2 RBI single for Eva Paris, scoring Ava Elich and Morgan Alexander as Blackhawk takes a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, just a nice piece of hitting right there by Paris as she drives in 2 runs, and now got Hisong coming to bat with 2 more runners in scoring position.
RBI's 12 and 13 on the season for Paris. And now Hysong, who singled back in the first inning, advanced down to second on an errant throw. Batting .583, coming to bat here with 2 runs already across and runners on first and second for Blackhawk. And she'll take the first pitch for a strike here against Peyton Senge. And Hysong, the 7th Cougar to bat here, Tony, in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things in high school ball. And even in the pros, you can't walk anybody.
0-1, fouled off by Hysong, takes the count to 0-2.
Those walks normally come back to haunt you a little bit, and they did here so far for Senge, as she had walked the leadoff batter and then the third batter in the inning, Alexander.
The pressure will be back on the Mustang bats for sure in the top of the third, and this ball nubbed foul on the left side. Count remains 0-2 from Senge to Hysong. So a 2 RBI single from Eva Paris, scoring Ava Elich, and Morgan Alexander has Blackhawk on top. 0-2 pitch here to Hysong from Peyton Senge. This ball nubbed foul again on the left side as the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, Hysong just kind of flipping that bat out there, just trying to make contact and stay alive. Trying to check here. She's only struck out 5 times on the year in 59 plate appearances.
Another 0-2 from Senge. This ball off the inside of the bat sent foul. One in the crowd there made a nice catch.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a pretty good scoop over there.
Count remaining 0-2.
And I'm going to guess that's one of the Laurel Highlands faithful over there on their side.
Ball goes back to Senge. And North Catholic awaits the winner. They pulled an upset over Knock earlier on this afternoon. Put up a lot of runs in that contest, Tony.
Yes, they did.
Another 0-2 here. Chop foul again on the left side as Hysong doing a nice job to stay alive in this at-bat here for Blackhawk.
Yeah, she's doing an extremely nice job. Just kind of flick that bat out there. Just try to foul it off and wait for the pitch that she wants.
Hysong standing back in, still behind 0-2 here against Peyton Senge. Runners on first and second for Blackhawk, 2 already across. Now time called here by Hysong. As Blackhawk tries to extend this inning, they were WPIAL runners-up a season ago, losing to Hampton in the WPIAL championship game, advanced to the quarterfinal round of the state playoffs, and again time called.
Maybe a little bit of a mind game going on here. Hysong just trying to mess around with Peyton Senge a little bit.
Feels like a baseball game right now. Another 0-2 on the way, again fouled off on the left side.
It's interesting. Every one of the balls that she has fouled off so far has been whenever she's moving, you know, making that little run towards the pitcher. I don't know how you can do that. It's tough enough to hit, let alone try to hit while you're moving.
And she's done a nice job to really make Senge work and stay alive. The count's been 0-2. It seems like forever, and another one fouled off. Been a long at-bat.
Yes, it has. Didn't have the pitch counter out. No reason to do it here in the softball. But, yeah, you're right. Probably about a, 9-pitch at bat, I'm guessing.
So here we go once again. Another 0-2 from Senge to Hysong. This one off the inside of the bat going to third. And the throw made from Cavalier to Kamako to retire Hysong 5-3. For the third out of the inning, but Blackhawk gets 2 here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Cougars over the Mustangs after 2 here on the C. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season. Why move? Grow into the home you love and transform your space with First Federal of Greene County. They offer home equity loans, home equity lines of credit, and FHA Title I home improvement loans, all to keep your roots planted where you want to be. Visit a loan officer today or lock in your rate before the market heats up and apply online anytime at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 458729.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Gianna Miller leading off this top half of the third inning for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And Miller taking ball one from Kylie Pursuta. And, Tony, you mentioned to me in between innings, I think a very good point. This Laurel Highlands team doesn't seem quite as loose as they have been all season, especially if we go back to the first round of the playoffs against Freeport, as Miller, I think, fouled that one off the inside of the bat.
Yeah, she did. Just kind of check-swinged it a little bit and fouled it off. But, no, you're right, Brian. We saw that when we were at Norwin for that first-round game. I mean, dancing around and really loose and a little bit different here today. I mean, you can tell a little bit tighter. I mean, obviously a big game, but not as loose as they have been throughout the year.
Against a much tougher opponent in Blackhawk as Miller takes that pitch low to move the count to 2-1. And again, Blackhawk, they've been here before in the WPIAL championship game a season ago. And again, the Mustangs fresh off their first playoff win in 27 years as Miller taking that one low, count now at 3-1. And Miller's bats really come alive here, Tony. She struggled at the plate throughout the first half of the season, now batting .235, but she's been a different player here over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, she really has, and she's done a nice job at the plate. Raised that average. I think the first game that I did, she was only hitting about 150. Rose that average up to .235 right now and actually picked up a home run, 2 weeks ago now, I guess. It's been so long since they played.
A swing and a miss there for Miller. Takes the count full now to 3-2. Laurel Highlands down 2-0 to Blackhawk as we work here in the top of the third inning in this WPIAL 4A quarterfinal round game with Miller now calling time.
Well, and Miller got to be careful. It'd be nice to get the leadoff batter on again and especially get to the top of the order for the Mustangs.
3-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike three as Miller goes down. Nice riser there from Pursuta. Her fourth strikeout of the game, sent down Spielman to end the second, and now sends down Miller to start the third.
Now Kayla Howe coming up now, leadoff hitter. She struck out her first time up. So the Mustangs trying to get something started here in this top of the third inning.
Laurel Highlands just one hit, courtesy of Peyton Senge back in the first inning. Peyton Rambo got on via walk to start the top of the second and stole a base, but they were both stranded as Howe, a swinging strike. They're facing Pursuta.
Yeah, Pursuta, pretty nice pitch right there. Just looked like it almost handcuffed Howe a little bit on the inside. Just couldn't get the bat to it.
Now the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss again from Howe to take the count now to 0-2. And Pursuta certainly looking confident here tonight on the Blackhawks side.
Well, you know, you go back, as we said, you go back to last year, all that playoff experience, and really just another game for this team when you think about it.
Howe sending that one foul on the left side, count remaining 0-2.
Used to being in these spots.
Certainly makes a difference. And the Mustangs will have to get the bats going here this evening. Trailing by 2 as we work in the top half of the seventh inning. Or, excuse me, it's top half of the third inning. Of course, we play 7 here in high school softball.
Howe able to stay alive there. Looked like Hysong on that swing. Just kind of flicked the bat out. Just try to get a little piece of it to stay alive.
Count remaining 0-2. Pursuta looking for her 5th strikeout of the game. 0-2 toss here and a line drive bunt that's caught there by Chloe Frenitti down at third base. What a grab from Frenitti for the second out of the inning.
Nice play. She went a long way into foul territory to get that pop-up, but did a great job. Outstretched, dove for it, and made a beautiful play. So that's going to retire Howe, and it's going to bring up Harley Durda.
Durda, another strikeout victim of Pursutas back in the first inning.
Well,
we're going to come alive here. Came into the game at .273 average, 2 homers and 12 RBIs. Mustangs would love to send one over the fence here at Peters tonight as that one fouled off. course, this complex we're at, Tony, was actually the old Peters Township High School. Of course, they built that brand new multi-million-dollar facility and converted this building into a middle school and elementary school. But a lot of the athletic facilities still here, and they have this multi-purpose field they're using for playoff softball as Durda takes that pitch high from Pursuta to even up the count at 1-1.
It's a beautiful facility. There's no doubt about it. And a nice place for a softball game.
Yes. We've enjoyed our time here so far tonight. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss from Durda takes the count to 1-2. And we're hoping our high school sports season will stay alive here, Tony, with the Laurel Highlands win. And the Uniontown softball team lost earlier on today. Laurel Highlands looking for a win as Durda fouls off another one here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, only down 2 runs. Still a lot of time left, so the Mustangs. But just got to get the bats going right now. Pursuta looks pretty tough out there. She's had some good defense played behind her as well.
Durda digging back in again for the Mustangs. 1-2 pitch now from Pursuta to Durda, and Durda just foul tipped that one to stay alive as the count remains 1-2.
They have Senge waiting on deck. She'd love to come up with a runner with a runner on base. 5 home runs so far this year. She'd like to tie this one up.
Senge has been so consistent, so not only on the mound but at the plate this season for Laurel Highlands as well.
She's a special player. I mean, you could see that.
1-2 here, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the top half of the third. Mustangs retired in order. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Blackhawk over Laurel Highlands. See our Brada Group High School Sports tonight.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
It's Jessica Karingala and Kevin Bain here at Ford of Uniontown. We believe in American values, hard work, honesty, and taking care of our neighbors. That's why right now, everyone gets employee pricing.
Wait, did you say employee pricing?
That's right. Everyone qualifies, and you pay what we pay on America's favorite vehicles such as the F-150 and Maverick.
But the savings keep going. Don't forget you can schedule your service anytime with convenient online maintenance appointments. Plus, enjoy free pickup and delivery for your vehicle service needs.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Your truck knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from 425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Price excludes taxes and transfer fees. Must finance with Ford credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
Addie Raymer fouling off the first pitch for Blackhawk as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Cougars leading the Mustangs 2-0. They sent 7 to the plate, Tony, scoring those 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning.
Well, with that big hit by Eva Paris, a 2-run single to put Blackhawk ahead.
Now the 0-1 to Raymer, hit on the ground and through into center field. It's actually going to be sent in by Gianna Miller, the right fielder. The right fielder who cut off Durda. But Raymer, a leadoff single here for Blackhawk to start the third inning.
You know, Raymer, as we said, had a great senior year also. 354, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. And mentioned earlier, she's headed to Penn State Beaver to play softball there.
Lara Seelick now coming to the plate. Sophomore struck out swinging first time up, came into the game with 3 home runs and 14 RBIs. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1 from Senge and hopped away there from Liv McClelland, allowing Raymer to get down to second base.
And again, that ball just kind of got away from Senge. It's going to advance Raymer out there to where she's in scoring position with nobody out.
Those are some of the mistakes, Tony, we've not seen this Laurel Highlands team make here, especially over the last couple of weeks, as that one chopped foul there from Seelick here on the near side. Count now even at 1-1.
Well, as you mentioned, Brian, it's a little tougher situation here, is right. You know, you get a little more nervous whenever stuff like this happens.
And moving into the quarterfinal round of the playoffs, showing bunts. Bunting through it there was Seelick, but the call was she pulled back the bunt in time. And it will be called a ball.
They're going to appeal it. They're going to appeal it. They're going to strike. Yep.
Okay. The appeal is strike. That's what I initially thought, Tony, and I saw it as well.
Yeah, I didn't think she pulled back either.
And I'll swap the count around from 2-1 now to 1-2. With Raymer now down at second, nobody out. Blackhawk up 2-0 as we work here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, and Seelick goes down for the first out of this bottom of the third inning.
And that's going to be the 5th strikeout for Senge as well in this game.
Second time Seelick's went down.
Yep.
We have one out here in the bottom of the third with Ava Elich now coming to the plate. Elich walked and scored a run in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Elich here is high for ball one.
Yeah, Senge missing a little high here in this third inning. Unusual for her. She's normally around the plate. I mean, we had a great vantage point last game at Norwin and saw exactly what she can do, but right now just struggling just a little bit.
Missed a low on the 1-0, taking it to 2-0. We mentioned all the pink there from Elich. Only the bright pink gloves, the pink bat. She has a pink spot on her helmet, just missing the pink shoes.
Yeah.
2-0 on the way. Called strike, takes the count to 2-1, but she's done a heck of a job at the plate. Only a freshman. Batting .441, a homer and 14 RBIs so far this season for the Cougars.
Yeah, and scored the first run for the Cougars. Walked in that second inning to lead off the inning. Ended up coming around to score on Eva Paris' single.
2-1 pitch, called strike. Elich actually pulled back, but the pitch ruled in the strike zone, and the count now even at 2-2.
I think that might have just caught a little bit of the inside corner. It was a pretty good pitch by Senge. She said now 2-2, looking for her 6th strikeout of the game.
And the toss on the way, low and outside, takes us full to 3-2. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Carl Childs behind the camera, and our YouTube Live video feed, and Bill Madden producing here tonight. Appreciate you tuning in for high school softball playoff action. There's a 3-2 fouled off there by Elich. Count remains full at 3-2.
Gave Nick a day off, or is he on vacation?
Nick is at the Springsteen concert tonight, I believe.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. Huh. I believe that's the show down in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, couldn't tell you.
3-2 on the way. Fouled back again by Elich.
Just barely got a piece of that one.
Nick doesn't take too much time off, though.
No, I know. No, I know that.
Knowing him, he's probably watching our broadcast wherever he's at tonight. If he's at the concert or somewhere else around town, he probably is still tuning in. So here we go, 3-2 again. And that pitch rolled in there as Senge just kind of lost that one, Tony. And the third walk of the game issued by Peyton Senge.
Third walk of the game, and the second one issued to Elich.
That ties the high water mark for walks in a game from Senge so far this season.
Yeah. So now again, McClellan going to come out and try to settle her down just a little bit. As you have Kylie Pursuta coming to bat.
And Mustangs don't have really many options in the bullpen. It's pretty much been all or nothing with Senge so far this season.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Right now, she's really, she has a couple walks, and it's kind of been the difference in the game. But you're still only down 2-0. I mean, you got a long way to go. And if she can find the groove, I mean, it's one of those things.
Need to get out of this inning. Swing and a miss from Kylie Pursuta, who Senge struck out first time up back in the second inning. Takes the count to 0-1, but you can't let Blackhawk get too far out in front of you. Down 2 now, still within striking distance, but the Cougars get a few more across here. It's certainly going to make things tough for the Mustangs the rest of the way. Another swing and a miss there from Pursuta, and she's behind 0-2.
Yeah, and then, no, you're right, Brian. I mean, the thing of it is you just need to keep it to two runs here, 3 at the very most, but you really don't want to let this game get out of hand.
Now the 0-2 pitch on the way, fouled off by Pursuta. Count remains 0-2. Again, you have Ava Elich on first, Addie Raymer on second for Blackhawk. Only out of the inning recorded on Lara Seelick's strikeout. Another 0-2 pitch here to Pursuta. This one hit on the ground, and it's going to be
beautiful.
Picked up there, and the play made from Emmy Cavalier over to Chloe Kamako to make the outs, and they turned the second one there, Tony?
Yeah, they did.
Okay,
they
turned it. She stepped on the bag at third, to get the first out, and then throwing over to Camacco to get the second. So it goes as a rare 5-3 double play to end the inning. So the Cougars come up empty here in the bottom of the third. We'll go to the top of the fourth. Still 2-0 Blackhawk over Laurel Highlands here in the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel the county area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amidar Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Peyton Senge leading off this top half of the fourth inning with a shot deep in the hole, and Senge safe at first, Tony, with an infield single or second hit of the night. Gives the Mustangs a little juice here to start the top half of the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice backhanded play there by Hysong, but a really long throw for her to make. And Peyton Senge hustling down the line and beat it easily. So now the Mustangs with the leadoff batter on here in this fourth inning.
Emmy Cavalier now at the plate. Pursuita's first toss to Cavalier, and therefore a strike 0-1. We'll see how aggressive Senge gets on the base paths here, Tony, with the Mustangs down 2 here in the top half of the fourth inning.
Now see how aggressive Senge is. Plus, you've got Cavalier. I can't imagine she's going to drop down a bunt, especially in the 4 spot. 4 home runs on the year, 11 RBIs, batting .310. So I got a feeling Coach Livingston will have her swing away.
0-1 missed to Cavalier, and even up the count at 1-1. Emmy coming into the game with a .310 average, as Tony said, plenty of power. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs.
Plenty of power. You have Fernitti's playing even with the bag.
1-1 low and inside, hops away from the catcher Nolte. That allows Senge to get down to second safely.
And good base running there by Senge. She was off as soon as that ball got past Nolte. Made it easily down to second base, and now the Mustangs threatening here in this fourth inning.
Senge has a high softball IQ for sure.
As we said, she's a special player. You can see that, Brian. She knows the game. She does extremely well.
2-1 now to Cavalier. Missed a low. Count moves to 3-1. Kind of like the Rodney Gallagher of Laurel Highlands softball, Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, what she's brought to the plate and as dominant as she's been.
Yeah, that's a good analysis.
Certainly comparable to what Gallagher did for the Mustang basketball and football teams as Cavalier pops this one up. Play will be made by Eva Paris, second baseman for Blackhawk. And Cavalier retired twice in this game. F4, the first actually in foul territory. That one truly to second base.
Yeah.
And now Peyton Rambo coming to the plate. She walked and stole a base first time up.
Yeah, the last at bat, Paris kind of had to drift into foul territory to catch that ball hit by Cavalier. So now Rambo.
Showing bunt, lays it down the third base line. Well executed on the sacrifice. Sending Senge down to third. So sack bunt there from Rambo doing her job. Senge now gets down to third, but now 2 outs here in the inning with Coley Camacco coming to the plate.
Well, we've seen Senge, like I said, if that ball happens to get past Nolte, I would not be surprised to see Senge try to score.
Big spot here for Chloe Camacco. Take the first pitch high for ball 1. Camacco does have a home run on her resume so far this season. 12 RBIs. Came into this game with a .367 average, sophomore first baseman.
Camacco, she flew out to Hysong at short her last time up.
1-0, swing and a miss. Count even at 1-1 from Pursuta to Camaco.
Camaco stepping out, taking a look down at Coach Bliss, who's coaching third base. Just trying to regroup there after that swing. You can tell she's trying to hit that one out.
1-1 on the way, and this ball chopped foul. She went off of her foot there, Tony.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe a little stinger. Take the count to 1-2.
She's going to try to walk that one off a little bit.
2 outs here in the inning. Blackhawks still leading Laurel Highlands 2-0.
Yeah, big hit by Camaco here. Just to get the Mustangs in the right mind frame, scoring a run.
Swing and a miss. And down goes Chloe Camaco to end the inning. So the Mustangs strand Sands go to the bottom half of the fourth. Still 2-0 Blackhawk over Laurel Highlands. CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in seal coating. Also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You MediSpa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A MediSpa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Blackhawk trying to add to their lead, up 2-0 over Laurel Highlands. As we move to the bottom of the fourth, Morgan Alexander, Chloe Fernitti, and Hannah Nolte due up. First pitch swinging and sending it into center field. Morgan Alexander with a leadoff single here for the Cougars.
Second time Alexander's been on base. She reached on a walker first time up. And now leads off the bottom of the fourth inning with a single.
And Blackhawks done a nice job here trying to wear down Peyton Senge. Again, they sent 7 to the plate, scoring 2 runs on that 2 RBI single from Eva Paris back in the second inning. Alexander and Elich scoring in that sequence. Now showing bunt, laying it down. There is Fernitti. Throw over to first in time. Sacrifice successful for Fernitti, sending Alexander down to second.
Well, nice play by Senge to get off the mound. Make a strong throw to Camaco. And retire Fernitti. Now it's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Nolte, who struck out her last time up, but now another runner in scoring position in Alexander.
And you go back to the bottom of the third inning. Tony Blackhawk had 2 on with 1 out when Pursuta hit into that 5-3 double play. Great job from Cavalier stepping on the third base bag, then making the shot over to Camaco to turn that double play as the first pitch in there to Nolte for strike 1. And the count at 0-1. But prior to that, Blackhawk, again, just like they did in the second, was really making Senge throw a lot of pitches in that third inning.
Yeah, they sure did. And you are right, Brian. That was a beautiful play by Cavalier. Knew exactly what she was going to do when the ball was hit to her. Took one step back, stepped on the third base bag, and then a strong throw across the diamond to retire Pursuit. A great play.
Another swing and a miss there from Nolte, taking the count to 0-2. With 1 out, and Alexander now on second. Blackhawk up 2-0 over Laurel Highlands. WPIAL quarterfinal round action from Pleasant Valley Elementary School in McMurray, Peters Township School District. 0-2 toss on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Senge mows down another one, adding him up, Tony. That's strikeout number 6 so far tonight. 163 for the season, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Well, that's a big strikeout right there, but now you've got Paris coming up to the plate. She singled the last time up, drove in both runs for Blackhawk. So now she's up with another runner in scoring position in Alexander.
And she's been so big this season, came into the game with a .455 average. First pitch swinging here and sent right down on the line and right. And a great catch there from Gianna Miller. to end the inning. So Blackhawk ends up stranding Alexander. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Still 2-0 Blackhawk over Laurel Highlands. CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Uniontown Applebee's is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands softball. Stop in after the games for late-night, half-price select appetizers. Every night from 9 p.m. until close. Located at 102 Walmart Drive in Uniontown, Applebee's.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Looking for a great place to eat in Uniontown? Stop by Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue and proudly owned by the Vernon family. Casey's is open Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday through Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come check out their new items and delicious entrees. And remember, Casey's can cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126.
Back here in McMurray, moving to the top of the 5th inning. Laurel Highlands with hitters 7, 8, 9 due up. Liv McClellan, Aubrey Spielman, and Gianna Miller. Blackhawks still leading the Mustangs by a score of 2-0. Mustangs have to get these bats going here in a hurry, Tony.
Yeah, down to their final 9 outs.
Yeah, last time they were shut out was against Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, that was, what, a 1-0 game?
Correct.
Yeah.
So Liv McClellan to lead off this inning for Laurel Highlands will take the first pitch high for ball 1 against Kylie Pursuta. Pursuta in this game, Tony's yielded just 2 hits, both to Peyton Senge, 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 4th.
She also has 6 strikeouts on the day.
That ball sent off the inside of the bat, foul there from McClellan to even up the count at 1-1. Peyton Rambo got on base via walk in the 2nd inning. Pursuta retired the Mustangs in order 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. Mentioned Senge with that other infield single in the 4th. 1-1 pitch here is low to take the count to 2-1.
Good eye right there by McClellan. Took that pitch low. She thought about pulling the trigger, but kind of stayed off of it.
Sun beginning to settle a little bit, so you'll have some longer shadows now. 2-1 pitch is high and inside. Take the count to 3-1. And for a lot of these girls who probably haven't played under the lights much this season, Tony, a little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah.
I think the Mustangs just one night game, and that was the contest they lost to Uniontown over at Bailey Park.
Right.
And that pitch is low and outside for ball 4, so the Mustangs a base runner here to start this top half of the 5th inning, down 2-0.
It's only the 2nd walk issued so far by Pursuta. And as we said coming in, we actually thought she would be the one that walked more players than Senge, but not that way today so far.
Kendra Pitts, the courtesy runner here for the catcher, McClellan. So Pitts on a run. Aubrey Spielman now coming to the plate. Struck out swinging first time up. You thought that might be the key, Tony, as we get into the later innings, if Laurel Highlands could find a way to wear down Pursuta a little bit in this contest.
Yeah, I mean,
the 3rd time through the lineup.
Yeah, I think once you get 3rd time, I mean, you got to be a little more patient. Grant you're getting a little nervous, a little antsy because you're getting close to the end, but really, just take some pitches.
Spielman showing bunt, pulled back, pitching there for a strike, and the count at 0-1. Spielman came into this game at .233 average, a homer and 8 RBIs for the Mustang second baseman.
And it was one of those, I actually thought she was just going to drop that down, but she kind of pulled back rather quickly, too.
I think she could have laid it down.
Yeah.
That pitch was right down the pipe.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Count 0-1, and she'll swing through this one. Foul tipped it. Count 0-2. We've seen a lot with those guys and gals going back to high school baseball and softball. A lot of times they show bunt on that first pitch and then pull back.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reasoning is there, but they probably know more about it than I do.
I'll tell you what, the reason, I mean, if you drop it down here now.
0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the first out of this top half of the 5th. Second time that Pursuta struck out Spielman in this game.
I mean, you've got Fernetti, who's playing really deep. She was playing really deep at 3rd. Now she's going to sneak up a little bit with Gianna Miller coming to bat, but she was playing pretty deep there for Kamako. And if she would have dropped the bunt, obviously the play would have had to have been made by Pursuta. And if she would have placed it in the right spot, might have been able to beat it out. But She's going to be the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Gianna Miller.
Gianna Miller showing bunt, pulled back, pitch hopped away there from Hannah Nolte. That will allow the courtesy runner Pitts to get down to second base.
Yeah, and that's kind of why you show bunt right there, just to try to get in the catcher's way. Maybe block her view a little bit and get the runner in scoring position, which is exactly what the Mustangs did.
Kendra Pitts, Mustang Jr., haven't talked a lot about her this season. Certainly a big spot here on second base with the Mustangs down 2-0. Now Gianna Miller at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up in the infield. And this could be a tough play with the sun, but it's made there by Eva Paris for the second out of the inning. That was a sky ball there, Tony.
That sure was. That's the third catch she's made at second base on a pop-up. A lot of flyouts to the infield here today, Brian, when you look at it. You had Cavalier fly out to second twice. Had Kaylee Howe on that nice catch over there by Fernetti in the foul territory. And then you had Paris. She's made three catches, I'm sorry.
Here we go, Tony, back to the top of the order, and Kayla Howe is 0 for 2 today. First pitch here from Pursuta to Howe, swing and a miss, strike one. So we're starting this third trek through the batting lineup here on the Laurel Highlands side in the top of the fifth. The Mustangs down 2-0.
Yeah, big hit here, cut the lead in half. Give the Mustangs a little bit of momentum.
0-1, and this ball golfed in foul territory, but caught by Fernetti to end the inning. So the Mustangs strand the courtesy runner Pitts will go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 2-0 Blackhawk over Laurel Highlands. See our Bronner Group High School Sports Day.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
The Laurel Highlands softball boosters would like to thank the following businesses for their support this season: O.C. Cluss Lumber, Williams HVAC, Guthrie's Plumbing, Famous Supply, Chips Residential, Red's Mechanical, Board Benchek and Associates, Highway Pizza, Cherokee Fur and Recycling, and Peck's Auto.
Why move? Grow into the home you love and transform your space with First Federal of Greene County. They offer home equity loans, home equity lines of credit, and FHA Title I home improvement loans, all to keep your roots planted where you want to be. Visit a loan officer today or lock in your rate before the market heats up and apply online anytime at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bryn Heisong leading off this bottom half of the fifth for Blackhawk. Cougars leading the Mustangs 2-0, and Heisong fouling off the first pitch on the left side. Heisong, a busy afternoon so far. Singled back in the first, got to second on a wild throw, grounded out 5-3 to end the second inning. Behind 0-1 here. The delivery from Senge is low at even up the count at 1-1.
And she had, that 10-pitch at bat somewhere in that area on her last at bat before grounding out the third baseman Cavalier.
Count even here at 1-1. Senge to Heisong. And Heisong will take that one high and outside. Count moves to 2-1. I'd say hello to our colleague Steve Super checking in on our live stream tonight. Hello, Steve. Hope all is well. Steve loves high school softball.
He's a big fan.
2-1 on the way. High and outside again. Takes the count to 3-1. Of course, your Laurel Highlands here don't want to give up the leadoff base runner here to Heisong.
Especially with 2, 3, and 4 coming up in this inning for Blackhawk.
Count 3-1. Heisong showing bunt. She'll pull back. Pitch delivered. A called strike to take us full to 3-2. Yeah. Sun now has set pretty much, Tony. Lights aren't on yet.
Well, they will be soon.
3-2, fouled off again. Here we go again with these foul balls from Heisong, Tony.
All right, so we'll keep track now. That's 6 pitch in this
Correct.
at bat. I know the other one had to be at least 10 pitches.
I agree.
Yeah. We'll go back and watch the replay, but I know it was.
This will be pitch number 7 in this sequence. And Heisong hits it on the ground, and a great play there again from Cavalier to Kamako to retire Heisong 5-3. for the first down of this bottom of the 5th inning.
Cavalier with a great arm on the other side of the diamond. We saw her catch against Uniontown, but now they have her at third base, and she's been playing there mainly throughout the rest of the season and doing a fine job defensively here today for the Mustangs.
Yeah, certainly another Mustang does a lot of things well. Now Addie Raymer coming to the plate, sacrificed back in the 1st inning. Singled in the 3rd, swings the first pitch here, and it actually went off the glove of Cavalier, saved by Howe, thrown over to first in time to Camacco to retire Raymer. She's going to score there, Tony, 5-6-3?
Yes, you have to. You have to.
Well, that's a rare one.
Yeah, and a beautiful throw right there. Howe showed what kind of cannon she has. Really unleashed that throw and did a great job, able to retire Raymer by at least a step.
You talk about teamwork, and now Selleck at the plate will take the first pitch low for ball 1 from Peyton Sench. Well, the Mustangs getting it done there. A lot of fight in this team, down 2-0. Difference in this game, 2 RBI single from Eva Paris back in the 2nd inning, driving in Ava Elich and Morgan Alexander. Next pitch, we had called strike there to Laura Selleck to take the count even to 1-2. And again, Selleck's had a tough evening trying to figure out Peyton Sench here tonight, striking out twice.
Well, all that one swing of the bat, she's got 5 home runs on the year.
She'll take this one low. Count moves to 2-1.
Senj has to be careful. 2 outs, though. And if it happened, it'd be the first 1-2-3 inning that Senj has so far today.
Count out 2-1. Toss on the way, popped up, look out in our direction, but the catch will be made in foul territory by Chloe Camacco to end the inning. So there you go, Tony. First 1-2-3 inning of the game defensively for the Mustangs. Blackhawk retired in order. Still 2-0 Cougars over the Mustangs after 5 here on the CR Bernada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking to buy a home or refinance? Trust the experts at Three Rivers Mortgage Services, proudly serving Fayette and Westmoreland counties for over 25 years. For all your home loan needs, call Ron Conti today at 412-292-8507 for experience you can count on.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Moving now to the top of the 6th inning. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs down 2-0 with Harley Durda, Peyton Senj, and Emmy Cavalier due up. Need to get these bats going here, Tony. And after a foul ball there from Durda, the count even at 1-1, and Durda struck out a couple of times in this game.
Yeah, and only 2 singles, you mentioned, Brian, both by Senj. The Mustangs have left 4 runners on base so far in the first 5 innings.
Pursuit now 1-1 here to Durda. Fouled off again. Do we have a pinch hitter here, Tony?
Yeah, we might. Carl.
Yeah, we have Izzy Coleman batting here for Durda.
Okay.
That's an interesting move there. Appreciate Carl giving us the heads up as that ball chipped foul there from Coleman.
Carl's the only one paying attention.
But it's tough to tell, Tony, from our angle.
Well, it's especially because, like I said, where the numbers are and everything, it's right where our hands are batting, and you really can't see the back because of the long hair.
1-2, called strike 3. It doesn't matter who's batting there, Tony. Same spot in the lineup.
Yep.
Coleman goes down. Another strikeout for Pursuta.
Number 8.
And 1 out here in the top half of the 6th inning with Peyton Senj, who has the Mustangs' lone 2 hits in this game. Now coming to the plate, and you have to wonder, will Coach Livingston continue to try to juggle the lineup, looking for a hot spot here as we get into the 6th and 7th inning. Trying to get some hits for his team.
Well,
first pitch here to Sench, hitter.
There you go.
Gives the Mustangs a base runner, and that'll bring the game-tying run to the plate. And Emmy Cavalier. You certainly don't want a pinch hit for her, Tony. She's had some big hits this season.
Not at all.
For the Mustangs.
Cavalier, the junior, has played a great game defensively, really, Brian. Has made some sparkling plays over there at third base. She's looking to try to tie this game up. She's got 4 home runs on the year. Love to see number 5 right here.
Mustang dugout getting into it. 0 for 2 is due. Shows bunt, pulls back, runner going. Throw down to second, and safe at second is Sench. Somehow she got around the tag from Bryn Hysong.
That was she. I'll tell you what, she made a little swim move there. You're going to have the coach come out to argue a little bit, but tell you what, it was a close play. The problem was this. You had Hysong take the throw well ahead of the bag and had to kind of go back to make the tag, and Sench smart enough to kind of slide right around it.
Well, not only the Blackhawk coaching staff being livid, the players are as well, and they have to really watch their P's and Q's in the spot as well, Tony. Just one play in the game, and credit Sench for the move she made at second base.
Yeah.
And again, she continues to do things that other players don't on both sides of the ball here for Laurel Highlands. Could be a huge turning point in this game for the Mustangs. They try to get back into it. Now with Sench moving into scoring position, Laurel Highlands down 2-0, and a pitch there that's low to Cavalier to even up the count at 1-1. You wonder how much does a play like that kind of get in your head a little bit on the Blackhawks side?
Well, that's, you know what, that's, I'm kind of surprised that Coach Riggio didn't come out and kind of calm them down a little bit.
And that one is ripped it into center field from Cavalier. Rounding third on her way to the plate and scoring is Peyton Sench. Throw back down to second and out at second. There is Cavalier, but she gets the Mustangs back to within 1 on an RBI single to center.
Yeah, and probably should have stayed there. Not a bad throw from center fielder Raymer, but Cavalier tried to stretch it. She was thrown out there by the catcher. So now we're going to trying to see what's happening. I don't know what was going on there.
I had a little delay. I think the Mustangs may be arguing the cause at second, but it looked like Cavalier was pretty much out.
Yeah, no, she was out 2-6.
Now Peyton Rambo coming to the plate. So now the base is empty here on the reset, Tony. But the Mustangs are run on the board down 2-1. And Rambo, who's been on base with a walk earlier on in this game, takes the first pitch for ball 1 here from Kylie Pursuta.
Walk and a sacrifice fly her last time. I'm sorry, a sacrifice bunt her last time up.
And you can't really question moving Cavalier down to second there. He had a little momentum going in the game, just trying to continue that and get her in a scoring position. And sometimes you have to take those gambles, but Blackhawk doing a nice job defensively to nail her down at second base.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nolte showed a very good arm behind the dish on that throw to Hysong to retire her at second.
2-0 pitch low to Rambo. Count now 3-0. The Mustangs get Rambo right back on base here.
Yeah, that hit by Cavalier, only the third hit of the day so far for the Mustangs, but a big one. And Rambo trying to keep things going.
3-0 toss, low for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk issued there from Pursuta to Rambo to give the Mustangs the game-tying run now on first base. The go-ahead run now coming to the plate. And Chloe Camacco is 0 for 2 today. We mentioned she has some home run power, homer and 12 RBIs on the season. Came into the game with a .367 average, sophomore first baseman here for Laurel Highlands. Now a little delay here on the Blackhawk infield as they bring everyone together. Head coach Jim Riggio coming out, trying to settle everybody down.
Exactly. So one of those things where came out, just told him, hey, just get the out, get out of the inning. Let's maybe put a couple more across the board. But right now, you got Camacco with Rambo at first, and the Mustangs trying to tie this game up here in the top of the 6th inning.
It's been another fun game to watch here at Laurel Highlands with the Mustangs down 2-1 as we work here in the top of the 6th inning, and a called strike there to Chloe Camacco. And they count 0-1.
Oh, Camacco, as you said, Brian, Oh for 2.
Look out here, Tony Camacco sending it into center field, but going right to Addie Raymer, who makes the catch to end the inning. But the Mustangs get one back. It's 2-1 Blackhawk over Laurel Highlands, going to the bottom of the 6th here on the C.R. Bronner Group High School Sports Day.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Moving to the bottom of the 6th inning, Blackhawk up 2-1, looking for a little insurance as Ava Elich leads off the inning, and the count even early on here, Tony, at 1-1 against Peyton Sench, but the Mustangs starting a little juice back after adding a run to the board in the top half of the 6th. This ball hit high in the air, again in our direction, but the catch will be made, again by the Mustang first baseman Chloe Camacco for the first out of the inning. Camacco made the catch on Selleck to end the 5th, and then retires Elich here for the first out of the 6th.
Now it looks like the Mustangs getting back into the game just a little bit. You can see a little more dancing, a little more momentum here right now. They're trying to switch it, but yeah, it's the first time we'd seen that all day.
And now at the plate, taking the first pitch for ball one, Kylie Pursuta. Laurel Highlands, by the way, will have hitters 7, 8, and 9 due up in the top half of the 7th inning, and McClellan, Spielman, and Miller down to their final 3 outs. Next pitch to Pursuta, swing and a miss. Count now even at 1-1. Pursuta 0 for 2, grounded into that double play back in the 3rd inning, struck out in the 2nd.
Yeah, Pursuta 0 for 2 at the plate, but having a great day on the mound so far.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, takes the count now to 1-2. Certainly a well-played game on both sides. Pitchers duel here today between Pursuta and Sench. You folks just joining us, the difference on the Blackhawk side, 2 RBI single from Eva Paris back in the 2nd inning, driving in Elich and Alexander. Count now here even at 2-2 as Sench missed on the 1-2, and the Mustangs getting their lone run in the top half of the 6th inning. RBI single from Emmy Cavalier, driving in Peyton Sench. Count now 2-2. Pitch on the way, a little one-hopper there from Sench. And we're full of 3-2. Sench to Pursuta as we work here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And Blackhawk leading Laurel Highlands 2-1.
Yeah, you surely don't want to walk her here. Do not give the Cougars any type of momentum at all.
3-2 pitch is high and inside for ball 4. And unfortunately, Tony, for the Mustang fans out there, they do just that. Walk Pursuta to give Blackhawk a base runner with 1 out here in the home half of the 6th.
And that is the 4th walk issued today by Sench.
That's a season high for her in any single game.
No doubt. Came in with, 13 on the year?
The previous high water mark for walks in a game was 3.
Now you're going to have a courtesy runner here for...
That'll be 35, Madison Bennett, running for the pitcher Pursuta at first base.
I was looking for my score sheet, couldn't find it, Brian.
Bennett only a freshman. And now Alexander at the plate. The first pitch misses for ball 1. We'll see how aggressive the freshman Bennett gets here, Tony. Big spot for her on the base pass.
Well, it is a big spot, and also a big spot for Liv McClellan behind the dish for the Mustangs. has to keep everything in front of her.
1-0 pitch fouled off over the fence and down the hill.
There's got to be a lot of softballs in those woods over there.
Count now even at 1-1. Here in McMurray, Pennsylvania, on the Pleasant Valley Elementary campus, former Peters Township High School. 1-1 toss here. A little good block there, Tony, from Liv McClellan.
Great block there. Just kind of stuck her hand out. She really didn't shift her body at all, but able to stick her hand out and make that catch, and that was huge.
Count now 2-1. A great atmosphere out here tonight as well.
Yeah, good crowd.
A lot of folks on our live stream tonight as well. Appreciate all the excitement for Mustang playoff softball. 2-1, and that one again, low pitch, hopped away from McClellan, just ate her up there, Tony. And really couldn't blame her for that one.
No, not much she could do there. I mean, that was a pitch that kind of looked like Senj lost control of it a little bit, so now a runner in scoring position with only one out in the bottom of the 6th inning here for Blackhawk.
Bennett at second. Counts now 3-1 here to Morgan Alexander. Pitch on the way low for ball 4. Now 5 walks issued by Peyton Senj.
Yeah, a lot different than what we've seen. There's no doubt about that.
Now Chloe Fernetti coming to the plate.
Yeah, Fernetti got on an error the first time.
Sacrifice back in the 4th.
Yep.
Kind of do or die time now for the Mustangs. Again, they'll have hitters 7, 8, and 9 due up in the top half of the 7th, and McClellan, Spielman, and Miller. But they have to keep Blackhawk off the board here in the bottom half of the 6th. Just 1 out, 2 on. And Senj's first pitch low to Fernetti. And you can tell Senj, haven't seen it much this year, but she's wearing down a little bit, Tony.
Yeah, I think so too. Right now, the Mustangs need another shot down to Cavalier. Step on third and throw it across the diamond for another double play.
1-0 toss. That one is down the pipe for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Sounds like you can only ask so much out of Senj. I mean, the effort's been great all season.
No doubt. She's thrown a lot of pitches today. I mean, that's something that we don't keep. We normally keep it on the baseball side, but
1-1 here, showing bunt laid down.
Oh my, what a bunt.
There by Fernetti, right to the plate. Sacrifice successful. They make the play over to first to retire Fernetti, but the runners advance. Bennett gets down to third, Alexander in the second. So now 2 in scoring position, but 2 outs here in the inning with Hannah Nolte, who struck out twice in this game, scheduled to come to the plate, and she will bat from the number 9 position here in the Blackhawk batting order.
I'm trying to figure out how she got that bunt to stop right there on the turf like that. That was fabulous.
A little spin on it. Nolte takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Another big spot here for McClellan behind the plate, too. Blackhawk not afraid to be aggressive, especially in this spot, up 2-1, looking for a little insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Worst thing that happens, you still take a 2-1 lead to the top of the 7th. 1-0 toss here, called strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Have to think Senj has a little confidence facing Nolte, considering the fact that she struck her out twice already in this game.
Correct. Looking for strikeout number 7.
Big spot here, count at 1-1. This ball hit hard on the ground. Kayla Howell makes the play, up and throwing one hopper, but unable to hang on there was Kamako. And that'll score a run for Blackhawk, as Bennett scores to make it 3-1 Cougars.
Yeah, and you're going to have Nolte, no RBI on that one, obviously. But
how you score that one, Tom?
I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to say E6.
Yep. Was a tough one that kind of ate up Kamako over at first. And now you have runners on the corners for Blackhawk. The lead at 3-1. You're back to the top of the order here, Neva Paris.
Yeah, Paris with 2 RBIs already today.
She'll swing at the first pitch, hit it down the right field line, but it one hops in front of Gianna Miller. Foul ball, counted 0-1.
Tell you what, that obviously you want outs there, but that would have been a tough play for Miller if she would have made that catch. to try to turn and throw to home to stop the run.
Well, you have 2 outs in the inning now.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, that would not have mattered.
As I fall asleep here.
That's all right. Called strike there. Now 2 strikes on Paris.
I kept forgetting about the sacrifice bunt.
Yes.
See?
It's all good.
Yeah.
I got your back like you got mine. And now an 0-2 count as the Mustangs try to get out of the inning without any additional damage being done. 0-2 pitch, called strike 3, and that'll do it. But Blackhawk gets an insurance run from the courtesy runner Bennett to lead Laurel Highlands 3-1. Mustangs down to their final 3 outs. And we come back here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant, with all the organic crusts, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options, and new 15-inch big hoagies. Open Wednesday and Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in a Little East, 7 West South Street, across from the parking garage.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, Uniontown Lady Raiders, and all our local teams on their successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs and Uniontown Lady Raiders in the WPIAL playoffs. Best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
The Mustangs down to their final 3 outs of the season, needing at least 2 runs to keep this one alive as Liv McClellan takes ball 1 from Kylie Pursuta. It's hitters 7, 8, and 9. McClellan, Spielman, and Miller. Only McClellan's been on in this game via walk back in the 5th. Count now 2-0 though. Little life for Laurel Highlands, but that run Blackhawk added on, Tony, in the bottom of the 6th inning, certainly not going to help the Mustangs' cause.
No. They've had a tough time. Only 3 hits on the day so far for the Mustangs.
2-0 pitch here. Just inside. Blackhawk wanted a called strike. They didn't get it, and the count's 3-0 now as the Mustangs would love to get McClellan on. That would open up the top of the order as well.
Most definitely, yeah.
3-0 pitch on the way high for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk issued from Pursuta to McClelland to give the Mustangs a base runner here in the top of the 7th inning, down 3-1.
4th walk issued in this game by Pursuta to go along with her 8 strikeouts.
Aubrey Spielman due up next for the Mustangs.
You're going to have a runner for McClelland. Probably going to be Gibbs again, I'm sure.
And we'll double check it here just to make sure. And it's going to be Kylie Carney. So Carney to run. So the catcher McClelland. It was Pitts that ran last time.
Right. What'd I say? Gibbs, I'm sorry.
Now you have Spielman at the plate. And she'll swing and miss at the first pitch there from Kylie Pursuta. And the count at 0-1. Laurel Highlands down 3-1. Winner to take on North Catholic, who upset Knock earlier on today. And that pitch low and inside there from Pursuta to even up the count at 1-1. That was a 7-2 upset, Tony.
Right.
In that quarterfinal round game. Here we have the Mustangs seated 6th. Blackhawks seated 3rd, and the Mustangs down 3-1 as we work in the top of the 7th. And that pitch fouled off from Aubrey Spielman to take the count to 1-2 with the courtesy runner Carney on first after Liv McClellan walked to start this top of the 7th inning as Laurel Highlands trying to continue their historic season, which saw the Mustangs pick up their first playoff win since 1999. 1-2 pitch on the way. This ball hit down the right field line, charging to the fence. Unable to come up with it there, but a great effort out in right field from Ava Elich.
Elich put it all on the line right there.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, good effort there, but ball just out of play.
Count now 1-2.
Spielman just trying to keep it going here. Nobody out for the Mustangs. Trying to cut into this 2-run deficit.
Have a little life here to start the 7th inning.
Well, like to see Spielman keep it going here.
Pursuta back in the circle. This ball nubbed to third. They're going to throw to second. Get the lead runner on the force out there. Carney retired. That'll be the first out here in the inning on the fielder's choice.
The fielder's choice is right. So Carney going to be retired 5-4. That's going to put Spielman at first. It's going to bring up sophomore Gianna Miller in the 9 spot.
Miller also 0 for 2. But we mentioned earlier she's hit the ball better here for the Mustangs over the last couple of weeks. And Laurel Highlands really needing the junior Miller to come through in this spot. Check that, only a sophomore is Miller. And she'll take the first pitch low for ball 1 as that one kind of got away from Pursuta.
Oh, great stop back there by Nolte, though. She's done a nice job behind the dish for Blackhawk today, no doubt.
And you can see why these teams have made it this deep into the season. 1-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss there for Miller. I think she was upset with herself that she went a chase.
Yeah, I think she is too. Went a chasing a little bit and actually tried to swing that one as hard as she could, but just missed on the rise pitch.
Hey, listen, Miller at 4'11", but her bat can pack a punch. 1-1 toss here, low again. Another good block there from Nolte, taking the count to 2-1.
Pursuta trying to get a little dirt. Is there such a thing?
She has a little rosin bag there, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, she does. Yep. Sorry.
I don't know how much dirt you're going to get out of the
I was going to say
artificial surface.
I saw her reaching down. I'm thinking, like, what kind of dirt are you going to get here? Aren't you going
they started sprinkling her own dirt that she wanted to use in the game,
I was going to say, aren't you going to get, like, tires?
2-1 toss is high and inside. Now 3-1. So there's a lot of rubber pellets out there.
Yeah, some shredded tires and everything.
A little wave from the camera there from Aubrey Spielman over at first.
And that's been the looseness we've seen in the games we've done right there.
Got now 3-1. Boy, you walk Miller here, Tony. That opens up a whole new can of worms.
Yes, it does. You'll have that Mustang bench rocking.
3-1 toss, and this ball nubbed, went off of Miller, even though it looked like it was going to stay in fair territory there for a minute, went off of her foot.
Yep.
So we'll be full of 3-2.
Yeah, don't swing at anything bad, Jim.
No.
That's it. Make Pursuta work. Get a good pitch that you can drive.
They made her work here in the 7th.
There's no doubt.
Just one out, a 3-2 pitch upcoming from Pursuta to Gianna Miller. It's on the way. Miller stays alive, fouling it off the roof of the concession stand. Blackhawk winning their section this year. Laurel Highlands came in second place in their conference behind Elizabeth Forward.
Now, as we said, 2 young teams. So don't be surprised if we see them in the playoffs again next year.
Another 3-2 toss on the way from Pursuta to Miller. Swing and a miss, strike 3. What a big strikeout there from Pursuta to put Blackhawk 1 out away from advancing to the semifinals to take on North Catholic for the 3rd time this season.
9th strikeout for Pursuta here today.
Now, we say it's tough to knock off a team 3 straight times in a year, Tony, in any sport.
Well, I'm sure right now that Blackhawk does not know that North Catholic won, but I got a feeling they'll be chomping at the bit to try to get a piece of them again.
Now the bat on a senior, Kayla Howe, and her shoulders as she swings and misses at the first pitch there from Pursuta. So the season on the line, you're calling on your senior here with 2 outs. A runner on. Howe represents the game-tying run here for the Mustangs. 0-1 on the way, and Howell hits this one into left center, but the catch is made. Morgan Alexander with a grab out there in left field to end the game to preserve Blackhawks' 3-1 win over Laurel Highlands. So the Cougars eliminate the Mustangs from the WPIAL playoffs. It'll be Blackhawk and North Catholic in one semifinal as Blackhawk eliminates the Mustangs here in McMurray tonight. We're back to tell you all about it right after this here on WMBS.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You MediSpa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A MediSpa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
It's Jessica Karingala and Kevin Bain here at Ford of Uniontown. We believe in American values, hard work, honesty, and taking care of our neighbors. That's why right now, everyone gets employee pricing.
Wait, did you say employee pricing?
That's right. Everyone qualifies, and you pay what we pay on America's favorite vehicles such as the F-150 and Maverick.
But the savings keep going. Don't forget you can schedule your service anytime with convenient online maintenance appointments. Plus, enjoy free pickup and delivery for your vehicle service needs.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
Your truck knows, shouldn't you? That's Ford of Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Price excludes taxes and transfer fees. Must finance with Ford credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
Looking to buy a home or refinance? Trust the experts at Three Rivers Mortgage Services, proudly serving Fayette and Westmoreland counties for over 25 years. For all your home loan needs, call Ron Conti today at 412-292-8507 for experience you can count on.
Brian Morozak and Tony Anola wrapping things up in McMurray with the Blackhawk Cougars eliminating the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from postseason contention, knocking off the Mustangs 3-1. Blackhawk and North Catholic to meet one. They came to us and helped get these games on the air, and all of the Laurel Highlands softball boosters as well for all of their help getting these Mustangs softball games on the air for you. Historic season for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs picking up their first playoff win since 1999. Unfortunately, coming up short as the Blackhawk Cougars knock off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 3-1. For our broadcast partner, Tony Hanula tonight, Carl Chowd's behind the camera, and our producer, Bill Madden. This is Brian Morozak, and have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Blackhawk, a 3-1 win over Laurel Highlands. So, everybody.